Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video I'll share with you some exam tips and also how I study for my exams, so come along with me on the first part of my exam week and stay tuned for part 2 as well. So for this exam, I ended up only really having a week to study for it because the week before I had a lot of assignments and folios and things due. So since the exam was towards the beginning of the exam period, I didn't have that much time. So I definitely approached this exam preparation a little bit differently than I usually do. I just finished making the mind maps. I find mind maps really helpful because I'm more of like a visual learner, so just seeing everything kind of laid out on the page, I can kind of see like, oh, these are all the topics within, like these are all the subtopics within this topic, and then the different areas and how they connect to each other. And it's just nice to visualize it all on a page. And also sometimes I find like when it's like pages or if it's digitally and you're scrolling, it can seem like the content is a lot, but once I put it all onto the one page, I feel like I can see it more clearly and it doesn't feel as overwhelming for me. But yeah, so I just did the first 3 weeks, but I'm gonna go and take a little bit of a break now just because I definitely feel my concentration going downhill. So I'll probably go and make lunch, take a little bit of a break, and then review some of the lecture things and probably start creating some practice questions from these notes as well. So for lunch, I think I'm gonna make some fried noodles with eggs and carrot and some spring onion because I've honestly just run out of groceries. Like the only thing I have left in my fridge currently is carrots for vegetables, and that's it. So I definitely have to go grocery shopping today. That's actually one of the things that I definitely need to write down because otherwise I think I will honestly forget, and then it'll be dinner time and then I'll realize that I have nothing to eat except for eggs and carrots again. But yeah, this is one of my favorite dishes. It's just like fried rice noodles. Like instead of fried rice, it's like with these noodles. And it's definitely one of my favorites. And it's kind of like fried rice in a way, like you can dump in whatever you really have. Which is really good, and I'm gonna put some XO sauce with that as well, which I also love. But let's get into it. I often like to use cooking time or when I eat to relax, watch some of my favorite shows or TV, and just to take a break from studying, particularly on days I'm really busy. It's really important to take study breaks because your brain is sort of like a sponge. If you try to remember too much information, it can get to the point where the sponge doesn't soak in any more water and it becomes not that helpful anyways, even if you are studying. Hello everyone, I am on campus. It's actually so quiet, I'm a little bit not used to it. I mean, the weather's not great, but also it's swap vac, so I I think most people are probably inside or at home studying. The libraries are probably pretty packed, but on campus, like outside, there's not many people today. It's so quiet. But I'm just currently heading to the tennis courts. My friend and I are actually having a tennis lesson together today, so that should be really, really fun. I feel like it's actually kind of weirdly the perfect weather to play tennis because it's not too hot, but it's also not windy, so that's really, really good. We just finished tennis. Yes, we're sort of matching. I got this, what would you call it, neon yellow top. I basically am a human tennis ball. This top is from Lululemon, and then I'm also wearing leggings from Lululemon.
We all have black leggings.
Yes.
A green top.
Yes.
And white
and
cap
shoes.
and headbands.
Yes. Oh my.
Oh, I got black shoes.
Oh, okay. We're almost matching.
Yeah.
But we had so much fun. We had so much fun that we like played for so long that I completely forgot about the time. And I need to go grocery shopping because I literally only have carrots and eggs in my fridge. And yeah. So that's not good. But we're gonna head home now. It's also sunny now, which is so sad because before it was really cloudy. But now the weather's really nice. And we'll go home and study for our exam and assignment. We just got off the train and my friend and I now are going to head off and grab some food before we go to uni. But yeah, it should be a pretty productive day. It's been a sort of productive morning. I got up at 7:30 again this morning, so I guess it's a good morning. So I got the pulled pork Benedict, and my friend got the Krogan, which is fried octopus, something like that. Yeah. And yeah. So as you saw in the last clip, I started off with making mind maps, and since I honestly had to cover the entire semester, I was covering a couple weeks each day. Actually, something that's really helpful is before you begin your exam revision, use a calendar or a planner and map out everything you're going to do each day leading up to the exam, especially if you have a couple of exams to study for. Like this way you'll make sure that you've covered everything before each of the exams, and it's always good to leave some buffer time just in case something comes up one day and you didn't end up finishing what you planned to. For me, what I did was I covered 3 weeks a day and then left 3 days to consolidate that and do practice questions. So each day I would make a mind map for each of the weeks, keeping to only one A4 page. And instead of copying my notes, I would summarize the key points, so I'm doing active learning in the process as well. And then at night I would review everything and go through each subtopic and recite the main points of what I wrote down. I also made them into practice questions, which I did in the last 3 days leading up to the exam. So I ended up getting a matcha latte because I haven't had caffeine this morning and I was so tired. I was like falling asleep, so hopefully this will wake me up. But we ended up going to the chemistry building, and yeah, we're gonna head and find a study spot here.
No joke. It actually looks like a fire alarm. Not gonna lie. That's not good if it's a fire alarm. It totally could be. Why would they just be sitting outside?
I don't know. Maybe they're enjoying the wind.
Okay, go.
Which one should we go to?
Go do that
Do you think that one looks like a fire alarm?
I don't know. But can you see anyone inside the building?
Hello guys, we are now in a different library. I have my large matcha latte because I definitely need the energy and the caffeine, and I'm really hoping that it kicks in soon because last time when we sat in the other library I was getting so tired. So this one's an iced matcha latte. I also didn't have one this morning, so I feel like maybe that's why I'm also having low energy. But we did finish one mind map for the first topic, and now I'm going to work on covering week 5 and 6. It's a little bit later now. I'm now home and I just changed into some comfy clothes and I'm about to start making dinner. But for dinner tonight, I think I'm going to have some rice with salmon, probably like a salad, and some eggplant that I had left over from yesterday. So I'm gonna eat the other half today. But yeah. So this is dinner for tonight. I just made some pan-fried salmon and I just did salt and pepper with that. And then this is the roasted sesame sauce, which is so good. And then I just used some baby spinach with that. And then I also have some steamed eggplant here. And then for the sauce, I just mixed together soy sauce and some sesame oil and a little bit of water since the soy sauce is a little bit too salty for me. So I just mixed that all together and then added some sesame seeds on top. As you can see, I stayed up that night and continued making the mind maps, but I do like to make the mind maps first and then do the practice questions after, so it's like another round of revision. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for part 2 coming soon, where I share with you some of my exam prep closer to the exam day and also some exam tips as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!